Divine Feminine, welcome to my channel. I am Jimmy. Welcome to Jimmy's Road to Spirituality. Of course, I decided to do this reading very suddenly because why not? I mean, I really wanted to give myself a bath, a nice, warm, relaxing bath. But it's, in the middle of the morning and, midday almost, and I still have things to do. So at this time, I need to actually group myself. I felt that it's going to be unexpectedly, and it's exactly in the way that I came in this reading. Just choice after a minute. I just came in and that's it. I mean, it's going to be spontaneous, it's going to be surprising in some sort of aspect. I feel the intensity of the grounding of the energy as well. I feel solar plexus chakra, your being, just be yourself, existing pure essence, true essence, divine feminine, of course. We are talking about somebody divine, a goddess, yes. And this is the energy of it that I'm feeling, and I see 111 on the clock, on the timer, sorry, excuse me. um, as well, I felt preparing to be a mother because I was feeling that I need to, I'm gonna give, of course, my bath. I'm gonna take my bath, later in the afternoon when I'm finishing with my chores, my kids, everything put, food put, everything put in order. And that's why when I heard preparing to be a mother. So congratulations if you're expecting at this time, divine feminines. It is a privilege and it is a blessing. It is a blessing to give birth to a new life into this world. So this makes you an empress. This makes you a co-creator with the divine on the three-dimensional plane. I was pre-shuffling, of course, the two decks that I'm going to use here for you for this message, Divine Feminine. And of course, when I finish my first pre-shuffle with this deck that I'm going to use first for you, the Crystal Tarot deck by Philip Permut with double T at the end. Very wonderful and gorgeous deck that I feel it very, very much, this deck. And I'm using it very, very much in all my readings, and it's really beautiful. The cards are quite big for my hands, but I'm just enjoying this deck very much. I saw the High Priest, and it is in regards very much to the divine masculines, of course, transformation process, and ascension process. I cannot speak. But I as well, I see the tower. I got with the tower here. So, fake foundation, foundations built on sand are actually not existing at this time, or they're going to be very clear to you, divine feminines, that these, foundations don't exist in reality, anyways. And the divine is actually guiding you in your masculine energy as well, balancing those energy, masculine and feminine, together. The Four of Swords, at this time you're called to actually relax, rejuvenate, rest, pray, meditate. A bit of more of R&R. Just close your eyes and just astral travel. Rest your mind, meditate, practice quiet. Quietness, even your brain waves and everything that you're overthinking or thinking too much, or you are forced to think probably on your job many hours, or many things that you're supposed to be actually organizing and doing during the day. This reading is going to be for April 2022, but I'm going to come back in the middle of the week, something like that, to give more, of course, um, a little bit more messages in regards to the divine masculines, divine feminines. The Four of Swords here with the Strength card, Leo energy. Maybe your partner, your divine masculine, is a Leo or has Leo in their chart, or this talks about you as well, divine feminine. Staying in your strength, having the strength of being able to see that what didn't kill you made you stronger. So you're becoming a very stronger, much stronger, a person, experienced person. You're taming the beast. You know the truth in regards to yourself. You accept yourself as you are as well. You're progressing in your energy, protecting your energy. You're called to protect your energy, and of course, call your energy towards yourself, back to yourself from whatever you have been. You have to spread it, or you have spread it for quite some time. As well, I feel that you're meant to be disciplined as well. I feel it very strongly. Leo, it talks about the heart, and in the other deck that I pre-shuffled, at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the sun, which is Leo again. So you're dealing clearly with somebody with Leo in their chart, or you're having Leo in your chart as well. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this talks about, starting to imagine, envision something in regards to your creativity, in regards to your passions, in regards to the fire within. It can talk about the spirit. The spirit is actually putting fire under your ass in some sort of aspect. You are the person that actually has been able to tame this person, this masculine energy that you are dealing with. This could be your divine masculine divine partner, deep soul connection. This is for sure very spiritual and very triggering. Fire energy, very fiery, very pushy, very let's go first and then we think, acting first. And maybe this is a person too jumpy, jumping to conclusions. Do not jump to conclusions, in the month of April. Divine feminines, this is what I'm feeling as well. We have the Queen of Swords with the strength. This Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air element, somebody that is a divorcee, separated feminine energy here, somebody that is not anymore with the ex, or the person that you're dealing with. Maybe this is a third party situation, or maybe this is you incorporating this air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Put it how it resonates. Of course, if it doesn't, do not take it. If it doesn't resonate, let it fly. Just keep swimming and doing your own thing, and looking for the answers that you specifically need in regards to your transformation, in regards to your ascension process, in regards to your healing, in regards to your clarity, illumination, a change of perspective, whatever you're supposed to do to mentalize yourself, or to suggest. It's a lot of suggestion. I'm thinking here for the divine feminines, change your mind and you're going to be able to change your world, your environment. Your environment is very, very important. And specifically at this time, divine feminines, you are actually moving forward. You're called here with a chariot. Even if you feel that the situation is not moving at all, through this strength, the strength could be like a lot of faith, believe, ask, believe, receive. This is what I'm feeling very strongly as well. The chariot, Cancer energy here. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart specifically. Maybe you don't. Maybe this is the person that you're dealing with. Ten of Pentacles. This is somebody that it could be your family, or somebody that it's your family specifically, but it's an involvement of other people from your family, or this person's family that you're dealing with as well. Five of Cups. There is a lot of regret, sorrow here, emptiness. Deceitfulness in regards to emotions. This person, or they deceive themselves by deceiving you, and they have been deceived by other people, by a third party. Could be Six of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're for sure this person wants to stabilize, a family, a home, situation with you, to celebrate this manifestation in the three-dimensional. This could be like a legacy family, to leave the generations after yourself in plenty, to have these blessings, all this abundance, groundedness, productivity. It is a lot of blessing into this. Maybe this is a dream that this person, or you, a divine feminine, you are having this dream since you're a little girl. You dream about this, happy family, happy home, happy living, happy dog, cat, kids, grandkids, and everybody surrounding you. And this is what are you receiving if you have finished some sort of cycle here. I see the World card with the four fixed signs here of Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. Again, Leo, you could have all this, you're dealing with fixed, situation, fixed things, destined things, things that they were meant to come back into your existence, of course, into this lifetime, for you to be able to see it clearly, and for you to be able to balance it and fix it. And, um, in some sort of way cleanse yourself from something that was done against you, or to you, or for you. But this is something, mastering something, understanding something fully, completely, completing something very difficult, but becoming a master of it. This is something that was destined and predestined and, settled, set in stone. This is like set in stone in regards to you, divine feminine, divine masculine, watching the Empress with the World card, Taurus and Libra energy here. This is beautiful. You're in your own reading here. This is actually, this message is for you, Empress energy. Very beautiful, very grounded, very abundant, very, giving birth to ideas, giving birth to, creating new empires, creating new jobs, businesses, great ideas, being a mother, being motherly, connecting with Mother Nature, bringing a lot, surrounding you, being replenished yourself and being able to replenish others. So this is probably what you're called to be doing, Goddess Divine, because I'm going to call you Goddess Divine, and I saw a 1044 on the time here, Five of Pentacles. Yes, you have been left out in the cold, but you are, in regards to earth element, earth aspect, people failed you in their manifestation, in their investment, in their, reciprocity towards you. People took away from you, Empress, and you gave to these people in the past, and you still are giving to people because you have so much to give. And this is the truth. And when we have so much to give, we give because we are givers, and there is a difference. There are two types of, people. They are givers and they are takers, and this is the truth. There is no other type of people, in this category. Talking about King of Swords, maybe you're called to stay in your logic mind, or to be intellectual. You be smart in regards to the, decisions in the month of April 2022, in this masculine energy that could actually incorporate you very much. Maybe you are in the feminine energy, the Queen of Swords, and you have been left by somebody, or you have, left somebody in from your past here because of their treatment, because of their coldness, maybe the lack of expressing their feelings, expressing truly what was, what they wanted, what they felt, what they, really thought about. Somebody that was tricky in some sort of way, somebody cold and detached. It could be in the air element, or maybe this is you, or maybe you're like in some sort of way for many years you didn't understood how logical and how intellectual you are, and you probably looked at the situation in some sort of details. It could mean that the devil is in the details, and the person that you have been dealing with in the past year, in this past life, that in your situation, put it how it resonates, of course. This person was quite tricky in some sort of aspect, and cold and detached emotionally, but very logic and very attacking and very triggering and very, you know, um, looking all the time for the fault, or for the mistakes, for the lack. They were like a pessimistic type of energy, but maybe this is like in some sort of, in some sort of way, and you have been dealing with a sort, a person that in some, they triggered you in this aspect of you being like more logical, or they, in some sort of way, they didn't actually reciprocated their emotions, and you have, been forced to stay in your masculine energy of being logical and seeing the proof in the pudding as well, is what I'm feeling here, clearly. But this person actually, showed to you that you are meant to choose yourself, and this is like some sort of lesson, some sort of awakening, triggering, like a karmic partnership, some sort of, energy with the Two of Wands, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This person as well, this masculine energy, showed to you that they were selfish. They chose whatever they desired, they wanted, they were craving for, with the fire energy here. And they give you like some sort of example. I mean, if you didn't choose me, that means that you're choosing yourself. But probably this is the lesson for the person that you're dealing with, for the person from the past, and the person maybe somebody that you're dealing with as well, I'm feeling here. Or this could be you, you're choosing yourself, and at this time you're choosing to, choose logic, you know um not your heart, not your emotion, but logic things, intellectual things. You're like a sapiosexual here. You're like very, very intrigued, and you have like this, mental orgasms, mental illumination, clarity, visions, revelations that they're happening at this time for you, for you, divine feminine specifically. But in regards to people, the masculine that you're dealing with, this person is cold and detached at this time. They cannot interpret, they cannot understand, they cannot get whatever you're trying to do this here. But you're the empress, and you just, you're sitting on your throne, and you're thriving in this, in allowing things and allowing the divine to show to you, to guide you, to fill you with what is needed at this time for you to be, replenished, and be able to replenish, be able to be okay for other people to give back to whatever, your situation is, whatever your calling is, because specifically you have, calling in the three-dimensional, in this lifetime, a divine feminine. You have a purpose, you have a calling, you have an an atonement, an anointing. You are anointed in some sort of way to create something, to co-create with the divine in the three-dimensional. And this is something big for you. Six of Wands. You feel victorious if you stay in your lane. It's like stay in your lane. God is divine, and just take care of your business. Even if you feel left out in the cold, even if you feel that they robbed you of whatever investment, time, energy, finances, everything, love, care, passion, whatever you put in the situation, it doesn't actually matter, because it opened you up to see exactly what is your true potential, who you truly are, what are you truly made of, true essence, being loyal to yourself, staying grounded in your own right. You have been actually working your butt off to have this energy, raise your vibration so high, and be able to manifest in this sort of a way. But you're recognized by the divine with the Six of Wands, and you're recognized by other people. People want to come towards you. Between the with the Six and the Two of Wands, it's a fragmented fire energy of the Eight of Wands. So you're traveling, you're moving forward with a Chariot here, double confirmation. You're called to move forward in regards to your transformation, in regards to your ascension process, in regards to your healing. I hope you have been doing a lot of healing. I'm feeling that you have been doing a lot of healing. You're sure, you're certain here. You're called to be certain in this King of Swords energy here, divine feminines. And this is a very beautiful energy that I'm feeling here for this specific message for you, divine feminines watching, and divine masculines, of course. This could be like something is going to teach you here, something is going to tell you something very important, very essential, very, it's going to be triggering, but for the best. So um we should not be, thankful and grateful for the like hardest lessons, and only for the best ones. We shall not be actually thankful and grateful for little, or for less, or for nothing as well. Sometimes, yes, we should have. This is actually Job in the Bible, teaching us exactly being, humble, and recognizing that the divine has all his hands here in this situation, and in your ascension process, in your awakening, in your, atonement, in your calling, in your purpose, in your transformation, in your ascension, in your healing process, in your acceptance, in your, higher knowledge, higher self, everything that you're called, and you are, specifically you are, and you are choosing it to be, because you know that there is nothing much higher than that, and you're meant to know this. Choose yourself, choose life, choose all the great and abundant and beautiful and wonderful and passionate and creative things, but in that, manner of a goddess, exactly true feminine energy that you are. With the Chariot, yes, you're moving forward. You're going to feel it in the month of April 2022. The Nine of Swords with the Chariot. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course, somebody needs to come here and interfere, divine feminines. But it is about a King of Cups from your past, that it's, sitting right now very pretty in the Nine of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. With the Chariot, mirroring this Chariot, you have walked away from this person. You have walked away from this situation that um, triggered you, and treated you unkindly and unfairly and unjustly. Um, you have mastered this in some sort of way. You have understood this, and you have been conquering probably the test, the triggering, the provoking. It's like it was like provoking you. to the highest point of, stupidity. In some sort of way, it was stupid. It was childish. It was immature. You could not even speak with this person probably. It was like, no, there is nothing here. If you have the first word and the last word and all the words in the middle, what the fuck am I doing here? And why am I here? Just to please you and to let you play me and step on me and, treat me like shit? This is not gonna happen. So you recognized your self worth, your self value. You put yourself at a high price. You understood that a higher price was paid for you, divine feminine. And this is like another like divine lesson, and divine testing, seeing your worth and your value, knowing exactly who you truly are, what you have been putting in these situations, in these partnerships, in these friendships, in this whatever community, society, family, endeavors, whatever it is, work, life, love. It's everything, but you have mastered it. It's like, congratulations, you have mastered, you have completed something with the world card here. Very essential and very important in your transformation, in your healing process, in your becoming whole and becoming better and becoming stronger. Your faith has been actually made you who you are, and you're believing more and more because the divine is showing you more and more through this vibration, high vibration energy, that you're standing upon your own throne, which is your own heart. You're faithful and loyal to yourself once and for all. And this is actually the calling, divine feminine. This is the calling that you're meant to be actually experience for the rest of your life and for eternity. You understand? This is, wonderful. The King of Cups, you're loving on yourself and you're called in your, masculine energy, and your masculine is in love with you. They not usually, knowing how to express emotions, and they're going through like an death and awakening process with the death card here, Scorpio energy, and of course Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the King of Cups. This is a metamorphosis. This is a very, very painful process. This thing of death, it hurt like a mother effer. It hurt you so bad. This person, it was so immature and so, disrespectful. They didn't even understood that they disrespected themselves when they disrespected the gift of God, which is you, feminine energy. The divine has made the feminine, the woman, Eve, from the side of the man, to be, that helper, that part of him that, completes and helps, and, helps, in the sense of balancing him, and him balancing her, bringing that support that, if you don't have the support in a relationship, that you don't have anything. If the other person never accepts you, and you don't even have acceptance of one another, or friendship, or respect, or, you know um, being able to honor yourself as a person, I'm sorry, but you're very lost, and you're very painful and damaged. And, hurt people. That's the truth. That's the only truth that actually I can understand in regards to these situations. The sun card here, Leo energy again. So you have Leo in your chart, or you're dealing with Leo straight through, but this is for sure pure divine masculine energy. Loyalty, the heart, the soul, which is the spirit as well, inner child, allowing yourself to be yourself, being yourself. This is what is the divine masculine probably experience, seeing through this, clarity, um, illumination, revelation, truth. There is not more clarity, happiness, joy, a brand new beginning, opportunities here, but with the sun card. This is the most beautiful and the most highest, card in the energy, in this deck. I don't know, in the energy itself is like being able to recognize that yes, you failed, and everybody fails, and yes, we all have to go through this. This is life, and this life, it's kind of painful in some sort of ways and aspects, in the way that we punish ourselves in so many ways. And I saw 24, the hermit with the sun here. Maybe the masculine, it's hermiting at this time, dark night of the soul, introspecting in regards to whatever happened in the past, whatever their, treatment towards you. Maybe this is your divine masculine with a Leo, being very specifically masculine energy here, divinely, guided, divinely called, made, purposely sent, put here in this plane for you to actually meet each other, divine feminine and divine masculine. But probably you incorporate both the sun energy, which is a Leo in your chart, and of course, Jonah, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra with the Empress, and Aries, Leo, Sag, with the Two of Wands, the Death card again, with the Sun. Yes, this person is going through a metamorphosis, a transformation, and you have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with them. Think about how many years it took you maybe to heal from a situation very hurtful and unfair and unjust and karmic situation. It takes you years. I know that it took me years, and I'm still going through it. I'm for sure going to prepare myself at my highest and my best as much as the spirit allows me, and it shows to me um, where am I supposed to go next? And if I am, done and finished with some sort of karma, which you did, and which we did, Divine Feminine, with the World card for sure. We mastered some crazy batons, and we are not afraid to show our true selves, which can be a little bit of nakedness, transparency, truthfulness, being able to say, no, not anymore. That's it. I'm finishing this shit because it was not meant to stay in my life. It was meant for me to be there maybe a few months, a few weeks, a few days, a few hours, a few minutes, but I allowed it to be years and I just fucked myself up. I saw all the red flags and I still, decided to tie my own eyes and be like twice blind or three times blind to go into some fucking bullshit like this. And because now we are awakened, now we see things clearly, and we cannot not see anymore what we have been seeing and what we understand and what we have been awakened and triggered to towards about in regards to ourselves, because we are very conscious and we are called to be very conscious and very respectful and very aware and very kind and very loving and very truthful and very everything honest and trustworthy towards ourselves. First of all, this is actually the calling for the divine feminine. Two of Swords with the Sun card. You have been for a very long time in a very confused state of mind, or the situation put you in this Two of Swords, wanted you, triggered you to be in some sort of Two of Swords, be not being able to decide if it's your past sports person or the person that you have met, which can be your divine masculine, divine partner that you're actually in a connection at this time, deep soul connection. But everything is actually coming to light. The divine is going to show you more and more through messages, through synchronicities, through numbers, whatever it might be, divine feminine, through your dreams, through your visions, revelations, daydreaming, astral travels, everything that you are actually desired and you're loved by this person that was truly meant for you. You have like a deep soul connection with this person, and this person is like at this time, or maybe they were like in this Ace of Wands for quite some time because they had some sort of awakening. Ace of Wands can be like a spark, like the spark of the spirit, the life of the spirit, being born with the Holy Spirit of God. The spirit for me is the, eternal fire that burns and never, but actually, nobody's going to put it down. It's going to burn forever and ever. And we are dealing with a jealous God. We are dealing with a very, a God that wants us with, with crazy love, desires us and wants us and guides us and protects us and wants the best for us. Nothing is going to take us, steal us from his grasp. Nothing. Once you belong to the divine, nothing is going to separate you from the love of God, from the mercy of God, from the for the plan and the work and the will of God for you, your life as a soul in this three-dimensional plane. This is what I'm feeling very, very strongly. And this person, if it's meant for you, this person is going to come towards you at a specific moment because you are destined, you are married in the spiritual realms, and nothing and nobody is going to separate this love. Is going to take this love from one another. I mean, this is unconditional love, and I see the King of Cups again with the Ace of Wands here. So this is a masculine energy that is going through this transformation, or both of you. You're both going through this type of metamorphosis, transformation process, ascension process, and you're both, having more clarity, illumination, passion, one for yourself, your ascension, your transformation, your calling, and for the other person as well, because you understand how important you are to come together. And you have to trust and you have to believe and you have to ask for it if you truly want it. Ask for it. I want it, Father, give it to me. It's like this. I really want this. I really connect with this. I really want something simple and kind and merciful and friendly, and I'm gonna accept the other person in the way that they are, and I'm gonna love them unconditionally. And they're gonna fail and they're gonna sleep sometimes. They can go whatever they want. They are free to do it. But of course, once they choose to be with you, once they are actually, there is this understanding for both of you that you're supposed to be loyal one to the other, and loyal towards yourself, and of course mostly loyal towards the divine. You are going to understand how important is this for you to stay in this, connected and be one. And we are called to be one. We are called to, all of us, bring something to one another, and complete and make something, work together, balance, tied to this wonderful, alignment with whatever the divine has desired from the beginning for the humanity. Of course, we are talking about this lifetime, this world that we are living in. Yes, Page of Swords in the reverse with the King of Cups here. I feel that this energy, and this reading is so beautiful, Divine Feminines. I am so freaking grateful and thankful for coming so straight away. I mean, I felt that the spirit told me, just go, just do it. And I'm like, the last few days and the last few weeks, I'm just saying to myself every day, I'm nobody and nothing is going to stand in my way, not even myself. And it's like working, guys. It's like, it makes me more and more to just go when I'm like feeling the pull and the push and everything. And it's wonderful. This message is so beautiful, guys. It's divine feminines, divine masculines. I hope you're connecting with this. Please do not comment anything crazy about whatever. This is like something spiritual. This is something out there, not here, but it's like what the divine is clearly talking to me and through me. At this time, you are going to be more and more enlightened. You're going to know more and more the truth. You're not, you're going to be less and less afraid of whatever might happen once you're going to be able to talk to this person or connect back to this person, or have a moment together with this person. It's going to be different, but you're going to make the difference. Please listen to your intuition, love one yourself, know that you're truly only belong to the divine, to nobody else in this plane. We are called to leave our families, our wives and husbands and children for the kingdom of heaven, because our reward is going to be great. But not in the sense of abandoning your kids or abandoning your wife or your husband. If they actually, you love them and you want to be there with them, just stay there with your husband and your wife. If you love them, do not separate for them. Do not punish them for something that you feel that, do not do this. Do not punish your kids. But once it comes to the calling of the divine for your life, the purpose and your calling, that you're having your reason for you to be here, and you feel this, blessedness and gifts, and you know that you're meant and supposed to bring something to this plane. Please answer to this calling, because it's the most important calling of our lives, and I really feel it very strongly. And it is wonderful, guys. It is what we are meant here to do, because all other things, the divine is always giving to us, and we don't lack anything mostly. I see the devil in the reverse with the king of cups. Um, yes, in the past, maybe this king of cups, which can be your divine masculine, they chose to be, to act on addictions, low vibration, codependency. You know, they were filled with crap, in some sort of way. This person was immature and naive, because they were not probably emotionally mature, balanced. They lacked in some sort of way true emotion or empathy, sympathy in regards to, people, to themselves, to situations, to their family, whatever. But now they are called to nurture themselves and love on themselves, and it is masculine, it is feminine in the same time. Seven of wands in the reverse. Maybe they were dealing with somebody that is a thief. Maybe they were dealing with a seven of swords, because I wanted to say seven of wands in the reverse, but was keeping, saying seven of swords. They could have be dealing with somebody that, sabotaged them. They attacked them through communication, verbally, through psychic attacks, all this kind of bullshit, some sort of like a psychopathic, and I saw 34, 44, and 45, psychopathic, energy surrounding your person. I feel it's very, very concrete. It's like, very clear for me. This energy as well that comes. Nine of Pentacles with the King of Cups. This King of Cups sees that you are very independent. You are very, grounded and abundant, and you take care of yourself and your business. They kind of like want to be like you, or you're inspiring this person if you're the single person in this situation and you're very independent, and you're not depending on anybody. You're not going back to the past and saying you owe me this, give me that, whatever the fuck it is. Or even if you have kids with this person from your past, you never go to this person to to tell them give me this, or to drag them in some sort of way. You just cut everything with this person, and this is like this person envies the fact that you don't need them anymore, or that you don't want to ask for their help, or you're not accepting anything from them anymore. And it is what it is. I gave you all everything that I had, and when I realized after so many years that it was not okay, it was not good, you're not going to look at the horse teeth when it is a gift, because if you look at the teeth and you don't like something, you're going to say to the person that gave you the gift, I don't like this gift, take it back. And it's like disrespecting the other person. Is like, you cannot say to God, I didn't like your gift. It's like, you cannot disrespect God like this. It is not possible. It's like you cannot disrespect the divine. You're only disrespecting yourself by rejecting God's gift. And that's the situation of many, many people. And in some sort of way, I guess certain specific partnerships or relationships type of situations. Eight of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody has walked away, or you have walked away, but it's a sort of kind of being forced to walk away. I didn't have any other choice but to walk away from the situation, because the situation was very damaging, and I didn't it only involved me; it involved my kids, my three sons. I cannot allow this, and yeah, it was dangerous. You understand? I cannot live with this danger. And I mean, as a mother, as a woman, I need to be okay. I need to be fine, and my kids as well. If I'm not okay, my kids are not okay. I mean, I was like once shouting because of this person towards my kids so hard, and I freaked myself. I lost my voice for 3 days, and then in those 3 days, I thought the worst of me. I was like, I'm the worst mother. I hate myself. How can I just let somebody take away my power, my control, and just act like this with my children? This is not, acceptable. I'm never gonna accept it anymore. And the threats, and the fucking breaking things in front of my kids, and wanting to burn me with the food from the stove. Fuck that, no, bitch. Or you threaten me to kill me and throw me in the woods and leave me there dead. The fuck with that. What kind of person the fuck you are? This is not a normal type of person. But I had to go for my kids. Understand? It's not only me. It's not only about me. It's about my kids. It's for them. Because once you're a mother or a father, you're not gonna think of yourself as you were when you didn't have kids. And I have my oldest son is 22 years old. 22 years old. He was like 14, 13, 15 when I was going through the shit that I was going. And he was without power, this kid. He was humiliated, he was bad treated. My small kids, they were too small to understand that, but they were seeing the breaking in the house, and him talking to me and me crying. And they remember, they were like growing up and telling me, Mommy, we remember you crying, crying, crying. And it's sad, it's like, what the fuck? This is not life. This is not what I came here for. This is not why I said yes when I married you and when I fell in love with you. This is not that. You understand? But yes, it's an experience that one needs to live to experience for him to actually start appreciating. And when you lose that person, that wonderful person in your life that allowed you and stay there and close their mouth and allowed and accepted, and they thought, oh, love is going to change shit, but love doesn't change anything. Kids don't change anything. Forget about it. When you make kids, you make yourself more guilty and more responsible and more, you punish yourself more, because that person is gonna, take revenge through your kids against you, which he did. And it's not fair. My kids are not gonna pay for this. My kids, they don't have any fault in this. I am guilty. But if I have to walk away, I have to walk away. You understand? And you have to walk away from that. And you have to be strong, and you have to be, I was not perfect. I was not. Nobody is. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody is perfect. Many people try to be perfect, but they are perfectionists. They're OCDs, and they become toxic. They become very, freakish and passive compulsive, and um, obsessed with shite, with nothingness, with stupidity, with whatever. Okay, again, the chariot with the nine of pentacles. You walked away, and actually walking away, the divine feminines were walking away right now. It's actually going to help you to ascend even much more, to be guided and illuminated, and just, be brought to that specific place of your, greatness, honor, victory, abundance, glory in regards to whatever, you're able to manifest, or you desire to manifest, in your life, in your kids' life, in your home, in your family, in your, community, whatever you are in this world. It is very important for you to know exactly what you want to create. But everything is a process, and this is a process, of course, that we are all having to go through, and it goes all our lives. It never stops. I will never stop growing, and I will never stop transforming, and I will never stop wanting to become more. It is what it is. This is what makes me. This is what teaches me, shows me, makes me more mature, more responsible. And why did I came here into this world, for not being responsible? And I saw 41, 41, and then 41, 44. It is very important to understand what responsible we are. And everything that I do here on this channel, and on my life, in my, in my house, for the community that I live in, it's actually just my duty. I have to fulfill my duty. If I think I don't have any duty, I'm not doing anything great but my duty. And I'm called to actually do my duty. This is what I am here for. I didn't come here in vain. I didn't come here to waste another life, and lose other people's lives, and waste other people's times and resources and shit. No, it's not about this, you know. And I'm sure that I'm receiving so much more, that I'm giving this tiny little bit of what I'm giving. And this is the truth. This is what is actually happening in my life right now. And more blessings, and more abundance, and more clarity, and more everything. And it's wonderful. I don't know if people hate it, or I don't know. Everybody has the duty towards themselves, himself or herself, to actually do their duty and their responsibility in calling for themselves. Nobody else can do it, and nobody else will do it. Nobody. Nobody's gonna step in for you in your life, divine feminine, divine masculine, to do your shit. Nobody. And without work, forget about it. You can lay there and expect for something to fall from heaven a very long time. In the end, maybe it's gonna fall the tree or the home on top of you. But if you're not going to actually work and do and manifest and put it out there, it's never going to happen. The secret, what a secret is. And I took a sip of my water. I see the four with a chariot here, starting from scratch, from zero, with spirituality. In spirituality, we have to start all over again. It's like when you go to take your driving license, and your father taught you 3 years ago to drive with his car. When that driving teacher is going to tell you, forget whatever they taught you, whatever you learn about driving, I'm going to teach you from scratch, from zero. This is exactly your coach, which is the Holy Spirit, which is the divine, telling you, you're going to start from zero. This is point zero for you. Take a leap of faith, go out there, put your best intentions. It doesn't matter what happened, I've got you. This is what the divine is saying to you. Travel light, go do your own thing, do not worry, Stop and smell the flowers, hug a tree, plant a few flowers, whatever you need to do, whatever is talking and watching you or trying to see whatever you're doing, penetrate whatever you're trying to do, and so 44, with Gemini Libra Aquarius page of swords in the reverse. Excusez-moi, I had a little snack before coming into this reading, so yes. Queen of Cups with the Fool. So Queen of Cups, feminine energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're called to have emotional intelligence here and emotional balance. Maybe you're focusing too much on whatever happens in regard to your life, in regards to those given and receiving of emotion. Probably they were not much shared in your life, and it happens to many of us. But you have been struggling with having maybe somebody that is emotional balanced, somebody that could share some type of emotion with you. But here is that like the emotional, intelligence and balance and comfort that you're supposed to have in the month of April 2022, Divine Feminines, is that you can love on your soul and you can love on your heart and you can love in your body and you can love on your brains out. You can love your brains out. I mean, love yourself so much in the month of April that it's gonna seem crazy, even for you. With the death card, the next card here being underneath the five of Pentacles here, Scorpio. It go through this, transformation, death, rebirth. Even if you have to actually recognize some painful things towards yourself, just do it. Just get rid of it in the month of April. Just recognize that you have to put yourself on the pedestal in regards to honesty, in regards to your emotions, the abundance of emotions all the time being there, but caring in worrying about in regards to your emotions and panicking in regards to this is not going to help. So maybe there you need to put an end to this. This is what the death card is telling me here, in regards for the divine feminines here. Or maybe if this person they choose between two, in regards to you people, person watching, if this person chose somebody else, which can be a Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they are going through a transformation, these people, and it can involve death in the three-dimensional. But this is a very spiritual card for me. Maybe they are undergoing through a very death, descension, not ascension. There are people that are very, very cruel and mean into this world, and they really fuck up, and that's the truth. We don't want to put it like this. Maybe there is not physically nobody, but I hope it is not. I mean, are my best wishes. I hope there is not a person like this in regards to your situation. Hopefully, Father. Seven of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. So, Wheel of Fortune underneath the King of Swords, and then Seven of Pentacles underneath the Two of Wands. And we have a Page of Cups with a Knight of Cups, which is a Two of Cups. So maybe you're going to have to be choosing between two people. One of them can be, both of them can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but one of them is going to come like a very quick message of emotion, of love, an offer, an invitation, in regards to, getting to know one another, having a drink, having a meal, sharing something, having some moments together. But then there is somebody that it's quite immature here, like a kid type of energy, a very child type of, primary emotion, show of emotion, expression of emotion. Somebody that intends to give you this offer, but maybe it's your child. Your child is going to bring you divine feminines if you have children, maybe a little boy with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. But if it's another person, it's another masculine, you're dealing with somebody very mature in regards to, showing emotions, giving emotion, expressing emotions. They're very mature. And then you're going to be dealing with somebody that clearly is going to come and communicate straight through their emotion towards you. But it's not, it's talking about divine timing here, the King of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, because we saw the Queen of Swords and it's beside the Queen of Cups here. It's only, queen that I've saw in regards to the feminine energy, and it's matching the same sort of the King of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then with the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Two of Wands, this tells me as well that the time is not yet there. So it's divine timing is at play here, and his destiny is fated. All the four fixed signs again with Scorpio very predominantly here, Cancer, Pisces, and then Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the masculine as well. But yes, somebody is not a king, feminine energy. You're dealing with one of the people, and maybe this is the person from your past, this is the person that you turn your back towards. This person is this Page of Cups, is very mature and, a water energy. They're feeling it in some sort of way, but they're too immature to come forward or to say something or to even, apologize. This is like as simple as a child, like, I'm sorry that I did this. Please forgive me. Let's drag our butts and maybe we can solve something. This is the type of person, very mature. They don't take actually, they don't want to take credit for their part. They don't want to take responsibility for their part. Sorry, they take a credit in some sort of way in regards to the fact that they took you, probably married you, or been in a, in a commitment, relationship, partnership with you, whatever. But it involves emotions. Okay, this partnership involved emotions, so it's actually a partnership in regards to, husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. But the situation had to be transformed, and it was with somebody walking away, or it's somebody walking away in the month of April here. It's going to be painful as a mother effer. It's going to be painful. It's going to sting, the sting of death, which is not easy for us to undergo this process of the death. But it was destined, and it was chosen, for you in regards to this situation. Divine Feminine's watching, but the time is not yet. You're going to be actually be able to reap what you have been sowing, but right now the fruit is not yet there. The time is not yet there in regards to this connection, in regards to this situation that I'm reading. And then I split the deck, and it came in reverse: the Knight of Cups in the right, and the Page of Cups in the left. Let me take two more cards here for the, ending of this reading. Five of Swords with the Eight of Wands. Yes, you have somebody that hates the situation, had how it actually went, where it actually went mentally for this person. It is actually fucked up. This person in some sort of way despises you, hates you. They are your enemy in some sort of way, like in the psychic aspect, attacking you verbally or through communication, spreading rumors and lies, about you or behind your back, creating some sort of whatever shite they want to create for themselves because you are the Empress and you don't give a freaking F. I have a superpower. I don't give a fuck. That's my superpower. But it's not that I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about bullshit and crap and immaturity, stupidity. um, And I don't like hypocrisy. So you cannot be a hypocrite and stay in my fucking presence. Eight of Wands with the Page of Wands. Somebody wants to travel or wants to communicate or is trying to watch you through World Wide Web, social media, whatever. They have some sort of an idea how they can approach you through whatever, fire energy. Page of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sag. This person wants to come towards you with some sort of an idea or, approach you endeavor of creation or something. They have an intention with a page. Excuse me. This person is choking because somebody wanted to choke me right now. This person is choking. Yes, clearly, your divine masculine is this King of Swords with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, with the Two of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in their chart. This person, at this time, they're like choosing the straight, or they're forced to choose the straight and narrow path, to choose oneself, to choose themselves, and just to think whatever happened or whatever happened in the past for this person in regards to their situation. It brought them into this present moment, making them realize that They were mistaken. They went on a bad path, on a bad road, on a bad trip. They had a bad trip. They experienced this with whatever they were dealing with in regards to them, and in regards to you, both of you. But no matter whatever, whomever planned in the three-dimensional behind your backs, whatever happened in regards to this, deep soul connection, spiritual marriage that you have here, nothing worked. And the divine is clearly very, very powerful here in the energy at work. It is a lot of death and rebirth, and it is divine, justice, divine, fate, destiny, calling, specifically settled set in stone. It is set in stone, but the time is not yet. Again, the full. Take a leap of faith in regards to yourself, divine feminines. Just have faith in the divine and have faith in yourself, because this is your calling right now. Knight of Wands with the Fool. Somebody's going to come unexpectedly, very quickly towards you, Aries, Leo, Sag, with the truth, Ace of Swords. And this is the truth, is what the Spirit is saying here. They're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to show to you how much they desire, how much they, you inspire them, you attract them, you talk to them in different ways, and through, it's like making them want to be more creative, more passionate, more, they feel that they have a specific, path, calling that they, that they have, and they're going to have at this time in regards to them and in regards to both of you. Eight of Swords with the Ace of Swords. Somebody that is mentally trapped still, very confused, maybe spiritual prison, mental prison here, North Node in Gemini, which is not, easy. It's quite difficult. North Node in Gemini, it's very difficult. It was for me, which I'm a Gemini. But my North Node is in Leo, so yes. Five of Swords. I had a couple of years with a North Node in Leo that just happened. Very difficult for me, but very enlightening and very transformative in so many ways. Very painful as well. Very painful. A lot of death, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. I found that I'm like on the cross all the time. Like I have to take my cross. I have to be put on the cross again and again and again until I realized, so many things. The Five of Swords again with the Eight of Swords. The enemy is at a disarray of the enemy, because these motherfuckers hate on themselves. So this is the freaking truth. There is no other truth but this. So I have to say. Ace of Wands with the Five of Swords. So there is a passion, brand new beginning, even with all the haters and all the hatred and all the bullcrap that is actually done, against the divine masculine, divine feminines here, that specifically are called the divine, and nobody can stand against the divine. There is no fucking way you're going to do this. If the divine stands against you, there's nothing that you can do, nothing that you can change, nothing that you can move, nothing. There is no such a thing. And I saw 57, which is a 3-6. Well, we are in the year of 6. So yeah, Ace of Wands. Two more cards, Father. I'm just rambling and mumbling here. Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Internal conflict and external, because people interfered into some shit that it's, if it's in, if you're going through an awakening, you cannot go back through, go back to not being awakened. It's not possible. I mean, once the Spirit of God touches you and touches your life, and your spirit is reviving, your soul is actually out there, you cannot go back to whatever the fuck. I mean, that's my opinion. That's my experience. I don't know other people, But if it's a true awakening and the Spirit of God has touched you and your life and your situation, there is no fucking way you're going to go back. There is no turning back from that. Knight of Cups again with the Ace of Wands. This person is going to come towards you with a lot of passion and drive. And they're going to express their emotions for you. Again, the Page of Cups with the Knight of Cups. The Spirit is showing me to me here clearly that this person could be, a little bit afraid or immature, emotionally, and they're afraid to actually come towards you and give you this. This is this Page of Cups that I'm continuously seeing and coming back and popping up, and I'm splitting the deck up to the same card. Again, two pages, page of wands and page of cups. They don't know how this is gonna end. They don't know if you're gonna accept them or take them. They are insecure. They are not very, very stable and grounded into this, or they're not knowing, and they're not probably feeling you very much emotionally. Maybe you're detached emotionally from this person that it's your divine counterpart here. Four of Swords with the Page of Wands. They're taking some rest, or you both taking rest at this time in the month of April. You're called to, rest, rejuvenate, recover, pray, meditate. R&R, a little bit of R&R more. Knight of Cups, and this is actually coming. It's right after the corner, guys. It's very, very close in here to you specifically. Maybe after the month of April, May, June. I don't know. Let me take two cards more here. I saw the Hermit, I saw Judgment, Temperance, the Moon. Oh my God, Hermit again. Hermit with the Four of Swords. I'm so sorry, my stomach. It's like provoking everything. And Judgment. With the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yeah, other people interfering into this shit, and that's for sure. And a lot of regret with the Five of Cups. Three of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, sorry, Seven of Pentacles. Again, we're coming back with a fragmented earth energy of the Three and Four of Pentacles, which is again the Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles is 14, which is 5, which somebody feels left out in the cold. That's why they are hermiting, they're dark night of the soul. They need to do inner work, shadow work. And they're kept, you are protected, divine feminine, from this masculine energy at this time, because this person needs to go within and do the inner work, dark night of the soul. They're following the star, having hope that something can be actually mended, fixed at a specific, point in time. It's about divine timing. This tells me that this person needs time. They need time to fix some issues and situations and heal and release a few things, accept, acknowledge a few things, meditate and pray and think. And probably they're feeling sick because maybe with the Four of Swords here, they're like kind of forced to stay at home, stay in bed. It's a lot of sadness, maybe it's depression. They feel disconnected from the divine, they feel disconnected from you. They feel even disconnected from themselves in some areas, in some ways. They could feel sad and depressed, very dark. But because probably of sickness, they're kind of forced to stay on the sickness bed. And with the Judgment, it can talk about death. It is like a sickness that could be very, you can have it like all your life, or a sickness that could be deadly, like cancer, AIDS, tumors, and other, sicknesses. I'm so sorry to say this, but or the people involved, they are, forced to stay in this, hermit type of, in some sort of way, feeling the darkness of, their choices, their creativity, their creation, the creative endeavors. It showed to them that what they did brought whatever type of, divine justice, karma back to this person, to these people. And with Judgment, it is actually something brought from a past life, and the divine has made a judgment of, about the past life, and is like doing the judgment after this lifetime, at the end of this lifetime, for these people. And in regards to this divine partner that you're having, they are like, under some sort of karmic justice, karmic payment, karmic balance. Judgment of the divine is not easy to be dealing with, my friends. And believe me, this is something very heavy and difficult for this person. But the divine, everything is possible with God. With humans and with men, nothing is possible. But with God, everything is possible. All things are possible. And nothing is actually impossible. So we have to have faith. This is what the Hermit tells me. You, divine family, you're called as well to have faith, to trust, to believe in the divine, and to just put everything there in front of the divine, in the hands of the divine, and allow the divine, accept what the divine has planned for you, for this person, and for the entire situation. Because the time that is you're still going to be actually needing both of you, and this person for sure does need it, it's going to be benefic for them, for you, and for everybody. Because you're going to get to a certain point in your ascension, in your transformation, divine feminine, where you're going to bring a lot of joy and fruit and abundance and great things into the three-dimensional plane, into your life. in your, in your own soul, in your own body, in your own mind, and for your own, peace of mind, balance emotions, healing, acceptance, recovery, allowing, the divine to show to you, to touch your heart, touch your soul, touch your spirit, touch your body, of course, for you to be able to make possible this great transformation upon your life. Divine Feminines, I hope you enjoy this message. It is mostly guided, and the cards are helping me very, very much. But from the cards, the divine is guiding me and talking to me straight through. I'm very grateful and thankful for you, being here and watching, for your likes, for your subscriptions, for your shares. Please feel free to leave me any kind of message. My email is down below. I will speak to you guys very soon. I send you all blessings, peace, love, and light. Please take good care of yourself, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.